Okay, the first bag we're going to take a look at is my video camera bag. This is the latest bag that I've just gotten. It's kind of like a tote duffel bag style. So if you take a look at this here, it's like a neutral grayish to black highlight color. I don't really like those duffel bags which are like very bright colors. This is very low key, and basically I wanted a bag which could fit my camera actually attached to some of the kind of like support things. You know, in this case I'm actually wearing it, but I've just taken a picture before. It is the hands-free thing, so I can use both my hands. Because this is a normal bag, it doesn't actually have that much padding. This is, you know, a good high quality material, but there's no padding like a normal camera bag. So what you could do is you can either put kind of like foam dividers, or you can put bubble wrap, or if you wanted something with more shape, you can cut out like a piece of cardboard. Let's see on the bottom, this is like a nice little zipper where I can put my accessories. Another good thing about this bag is that it has a separate compartment on the bottom. You see the zipper here. This compartment, I think, is really made for if you're gonna separate your clothes or something. So if it was like a pair of sneakers. In my case, I would definitely put something light, because this is just being held by zippers here. In my case, I throw things like umbrellas in there, or even the light Bogan Manfrotto stand. I'm just going to open this up. I would probably carry these around in some kind of a shoot, although not necessarily a video kind of a shoot, but you know, my bags, they're multi-purpose, so sometimes I swap things around. This is the Westcott 43-inch umbrella. Definitely fits. You can put two of these inside. I usually carry two. It's lightweight. My Monopod. I usually carry this sometimes for photo purposes, you know, to hold the camera steady. But I tend to actually use it more for holding a light at the end of it. In that case, I might actually be carrying more, so this might be actually rare in this bag. But as you see, this is a kind of a big kind of a monopod, and it would fit, no problem. This is a Bogan Nano stand. Let me take this out actually. Bogan Nano stand definitely fits in here with room to spare. You can put two of these in here if you want. I think the weight of this is perfectly fine, but once again, I definitely wouldn't put a lot of things at the bottom of this because it's just being held by this zipper. The last thing here is another pocket. I can definitely put, you know, some memory cards, some small little things. So this bag is made by this in the UK. It's by Antler. I think the model name is like Mercury. It's like a tote bag or something like that. It's a fairly cool bag. I can definitely do a lot with this. Okay, so that's this bag. Okay, the next bag in question is a backpack kind of a bag. Let me try to get the focus on this. I'm shooting at f1.8, so it's pretty narrow. Anyway, so this was a kind of a backpack which I saw somewhere, and it was just very cool looking, so I thought, hey, why not? This is actually not a bag that I'd use too often because it doesn't actually hold very many things. I use it just for one item, and that is this Nikon lens. It is 300 2.8. It's the AIS version. I really like this version for taking movies, for close-up headshots. The background blur is excellent. So yeah, this bag does nothing else but hold this huge big lens. Whew. I usually mount the camera already on this, and I just whip it out and start shooting and put it back in. Here we have a case which is another video camera case. This is this was a Canon case, but I've removed the Canon logo. It has some nice straps, I guess, to hold like a tripod, although I never use it on this bag. And now this is kind of an empty bag because I was using a bunch of things from inside it, so they are no longer there. Inside here we have a cheap mini DV camera. I guess it's just like a B-roll camera. This is my Nikon SB400. I usually keep some of the lights and whatnot, some video related things in here. Right now this is like an extra cushion thing. These are PecPads. Clean. Lenses and sensors. That's it inside this bag. As you see, I don't like to keep a single bag fully packed because I don't know what I'm going to get myself into. So they're kind of like modular and half empty. These are just the stands for the flashes, cases for the batteries, remote controls for the video cameras. Inside here, some wires for the batteries. It's like an external battery pack. That's what that is. I don't have much else there. I have like a filter remover set. It's like when filters get stuck. I bought it once and never used it again. Inside here I have some Stofen filters. Don't really use these that much because they're not effective for softening the light. But more paperwork. I use them actually inside soft boxes if I were to use just those regular AA powered flashes, because inside of a soft box it has silver surrounding the whole thing. So if you use a regular AA powered flash, it fires the light forward. If you use a real strobe, it sends the light in all directions. So to get the battery powered flash to be like a regular strobe, I throw on the Stofen. That sends the light flying around everywhere. Other than that, I hardly ever use it inside. I just bounce off the ceiling or used one of my other kind of like front diffuser items. Well, that's it for this case. Here we have a Sony Handicam bag. Handicam I think is for video cameras, but this is almost a Sony camera. This is my Konica Minolta SLR camera. And you know, Sony actually bought the intellectual property of Konica Minolta, so now all the Sony DSLR cameras, they use the same kind of lenses and mount as the Konica Minolta lenses. And this is a fairly small case, so all it holds is just body and a lens, and I actually have flash here. That's pretty much it. There's nothing in the side pockets. I use the bag on very rare occasions because, you know, I don't like to have these logos and something like Handicam written on it. I don't want anyone knowing this is like some expensive equipment.